Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Last time, we only made it through a handful of matches in the Hades Cup, but after a long training montage on and off screen, we're ready to try again and make it past Yuffie. So let's get to it. And it has been a bit of a long time considering how I took 2 weeks off to go do a demo showcase. Ace and Donkey Kong and a new part of Donkey Kong Country Returns because of how bad this got. But we're gonna make it through there. And now that Yuffie's down, I can now talk about today's Nintendo Direct. Because the blind side came, and it was heavily appreciated nonetheless. The show opened with Yoshiyuki Koizumi being our host, and a game that will be coming to both the Switch 1 and be compatible for the Switch 2. Rhythm Heaven Groove. This was pretty much just its overview trailer, showing you how to play the game, along with a total of 80 different mini-games in this package. But the real change about it is what they're adding for both single player and multiplayer. For the single player, you also have a new RPG influenced story where you use the beats to cast spells and add attacks against the various boss creatures. Think of it kind of like Ring Fit Adventure, but without the exercises. As for multiplayer, we now have a series of WarioWare-esque games to play through, both locally, but I think just locally. They didn't say anything about whether it's going to be online. Fine. But I hope that'll be the case, because this is very much a group game to kind of play through. The only thing I wish happened was that there would be a demo of the game available on the eShop. But we got our build, as Rhythm Heaven Groove will be out in early July, so I hope you're all looking forward to that. Next, it was time for Capcom to show off. Opening their part of the Direct, they came out forth with Onimusha Way of the Sword, which was surprising because they hadn't said anything about the game coming over since it's been announced. But now is probably a good time to try to get back and try to get the series, considering now all of the mainline games are available. But I also have a question for Capcom. When is Lost Planet getting the same treatment? Well, not anytime soon, however, as the next Capcom release was Dragon's Dogma 2, which has been pretty much being locked away since its own release. But Kiritogami got this go, Pragmata got the go, Resident Evil's now got his go. The floodgates are open, but I expect high quality port from every release. But that was it for now for Capcom, because after their portion, it's time to Goon, as the original Stellar Blade is also making the jump sometime this year, but only to the Switch 2. Please go for August, because we just need some good stuff going. After a couple more sizzle reel games that didn't really catch my interest, it was back to Pokemon, as Pokepedia is getting both a free and paid update, adding the ability to build things on the water for your free portion, while a new town and set of missions will be the first wave of this paid DLC map. This will continue on until next year, and I guess slowly but surely build up what we're gonna get for Winds and Waves, seeing that it's all underwater. I'm assuming Wind 2 means we make Sky Cities. I really hope we do some Sky Cities, because that would be cool. And then the one hype game I was waiting for. The one thing I was gonna be mad if we didn't get the announcement. And that is the overview trailer for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Once again, we got a nice little recap of our 4 lords and their motivations for joining the heroic games. But The real little kernel drop that throws everything on its end is where Fortune's Weave takes place. We thought it'd be like in an ancient version of Fodlan, but it's heading a little further southbound. Fortune's Weave takes place in Dugda, the country that my favorite archer and one of the best girls in the game, named Shamir, originally called home. And from the looks of it, we'll be basically devoting our time fighting in the heroic games as what seems to be the White Clouds version. White Clouds for it. We're fighting in the heroic games, nothing's going wrong. And then a great evil comes to completely disrupt everything and bring about the end times. Also, Sothis is there, and she's apparently trying to bring salvation. So you're now caught between a Doom cult and just a very highly zealoted one. Where does it go, and what happens? We'll find out come September 12th. As Fortune's Weave will be released with the obligatory art book soundtrack collector's edition that we've gotten for every one of the Fire Emblem titles up to this point. But no amiibo. I really hope they give me one for Theodora. Just come on, Nintendo, please do so. After that, we got a trailer for, of all things, Ninjala, the melee-focused Splatoon clone, but we're all ninjas who use bubblegum. I've played through it time and time again, but the single-player portion of the game is what turned me off, as I was never really good at the multiplayer portion. But Ninjala 2 is going to change that up with a genuine single-player campaign as part of its release, as it will be coming out alongside Spyro 4 in the spring of next year. So, hype for that! Next was the debut of a lot of new things from the Xenoblade world, as Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 are getting their own Switch 2 editions to be released over the summer digitally. But for physical releases, we'll be getting 1 in July, we'll be getting 2 in September, and we'll be getting 3 in November. And that is enough for me to double dip just so I'd have it, at least for 1. But I also have one question to Nintendo and Monolith Soft. Does the upgrade for 2 include Golden Torna in the package? Because I have that physically, and I hope that we would get the cleanup as well. But after that, it was time for a new Xenoblade Chronicles game to come, Genesis. In this game, a new form of energy called anima guides the world and keeps civilization running. From wind, water, fire, earth, all is in charge with anima. And as a warrior known as the Velasai, you must travel to a prestigious academy to learn how to use it as a soldier of your nation. But war is on the horizon, as the 6 suns that hold the source of anima herald the return of the very god that created this world. And as per standard for every Xenoblade game, he is fresh out of mercy. Xenoblade Genesis will be releasing sometime next year, only for the Switch 2, and I am hyped for it. So please keep those updates coming! Well, after a montage of games that are just kinda there but never really caught my interest, we got an expanded trailer for Splatoon Raiders, announcing that a Raider-themed Splatfest will be coming out in July, and a Focus Direct at the end of June. It is also the current game running on the Treehouse. So neat. So on top of the big run coming in on Father's Day weekend, we got a lot of Splatoon content coming to the channel over the next 2 months. And after a drop from Deltarune, sorry folks, I still haven't played it. I just don't really see the appeal. The real meat came from me, as Persona Studios' newest original title, Metaphor Phantasmo, is making the jump to Switch 2 this November. Hold the line against GTA 6, because I cannot be bothered to care about it, and I just want to have a good time as well. But here, during the sizzle reel, another couple of smackers came in that I didn't think I'd catch. A new Atelier game coming in 2027, the Metal Gear Solid 2 Volume 2 of the Metal Gear Solid Snake Collection is coming in August, and Tales of Eternia is coming in October. And after that, finally, native ports of Kingdom Hearts is finally coming to the Switch 2 on October 8th. 1. Recom. 2. Dream Drop Distance. Birth by Sleep. And 3. Running exclusively on the Switch 2 and does not require any online edition added. But if you are one of the people that bought the game for the Switch, with all that included, your save data is brought over should you double dip. So, yeah, everybody kind of wins at this. But that wasn't all, as a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 dropped immediately after. With gameplay footage, and not just cryptic cutscenes added, officially announcing that the game is coming to the Switch 2, but no release date in sight. So I'm just calling it now, it's coming 2028. Please prove me wrong, Square Enix, because we all know that you ain't gonna put that 1-2 punch between this and Final Fantasy VII Revelations. As for the final game, and the one that everyone wants to see, the one more thing was, of course, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, remade from the ground up and coming to the Switch 2 this year. That was all I needed to hear to get hyped. It's time to do the Skyward Sword Let's Play. I have been sitting on that blind Let's Play for years, ever since I got the game. And while I still have Breath of the Wild also laid aside, Skyward Sword kinda comes first for me. All in all, Nintendo didn't come to fail, and thus, I can say this was a hype A+ from them. Oh, I also forgot a new mainline Final Fantasy game is coming to the Switch 2 in HD 2D, which is pretty much your by-the-numbers game for it. 8 crystals remain, a great evil is trying to destroy them, and you're trying to save it. So welcome back, Final Fantasy 6.5. And Brave Exvius. I'm interested, and I might give that a go. But what did you think of this Nintendo Direct, and what got you hyped? Let me know down in the comments below, but please keep it simple down there. And now that we're back, we finished up with talking about the Direct, I can actually focus a bit more on the gameplay. Of course, we're fighting the Chameleon here. But good lord, I didn't think they were going to throw the Behemoth at me. That was a tough fight, and I know this is going to get just a little bit harder. As you saw in the title card, Cerberus is on its way. Get down, come. There we go. Alright, we're at the 33rd seed. We get through another 3 of these battles, and we've made it through, and we'll be past the next tier. Oh, and got a level up. Good on Goofy. That means Sora's not too far behind. Next. Gotcha. Alright, just gotta get the wizard. Oh, he had that coming. Come on, just keep on it. Then I dodge. That keeps me out of the lightnings. Ooh! Didn't expect him to roll me that. But I don't have the mana to. Okay, keep going. Get to the. I will stop him. Got him. Got him. And you are down next. Man, I hope this one doesn't have magic. Got him. Alright, it's time to take on Cerberus. And in hindsight, I really should have summoned Tinkerbell for this fight. Because that would have gave me a fighting chance. It would have bettered my chances. Especially considering how hard he's hitting. And stop only does so much. But it's working. Alright, come on. Whew. Okay, that was close. But these hits are just gonna keep me. Alright, get Donald up. Get Goofy up. Okay. Okay, just gotta keep mashing at him. We're about halfway down. He's about down to half health. Oh, I think stop works. Donald, get Goofy up. Okay, keep going. Really wish this hit stunned. Okay, I'm out of potions. Donald's down, Goofy's down. That's not good. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely should have had Tinkerbell ready to go. Well, folks, that's gonna do it for this part of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. While this wasn't a complete failure, at the very least, we can start back from the 40th seed. Once we go in, basically every 10 floors, we find a safe spot. But, so I need to go back and grind a little bit more, get some more healing items, then try again. So next time, we make our way back to the tier 30. So until then, folks. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw here, and I'll see you next time.